Hello everybody, this is Deb from Just Do Something Homestead, and today we're going to talk about the non-food items you should be stocking now. And as I started to make a list and pull out some of these items, it quickly grew from 10 to 20 to 100 items that I stock up. So we're going to go quickly through these and let you know some of the things that you should definitely keep on hand. I am often asked, why do you stock? And let me tell you, about 3 years ago, everybody came into the same dilemma, and that was a lack of toilet paper. You know what? We never went without, and that is because I kept some on hand just because. So every time you look at an item that you use in your home, I want you to think about, what if the price of this item went up tenfold? Would I still be able to buy it? Would I be thankful I had already stocked it up? And let that be your guide. These items are strictly for in your home. I have another video I can do on gardening supplies and outdoor supplies, animal supplies, but this is non-food items for your home. Let's jump right in with toilet paper. If you were caught without toilet paper, I am sure you decided at that moment you would never go without. In fact, I had broken down into some of my stash that was really poor quality, but it was better than nothing. Not only did I stock up on toilet paper, I stocked up on a huge pile of rags, much larger than this, so that if we needed to, we still had something we could use and clean and use again. You're going to want several warm winter coats, some hats, a very good quality set of boots, and multiple pairs of gloves. These are the ones that I use all the time, but they're a little thick to work in, so I also have work gloves. Soaps. I love lavender soap, so that one's my favorite, but I have also stocked up on all kinds of them. This is Ivory. I get this from the Dollar Tree. It is now $1.25 for 2 bars. Some of these items, you're going to find some amazing prices, and this is one of them. This was 2 for $1, and you know what? I stocked up with all that they had. This was a couple years ago when I was shopping at an outlet store. Since we have moved, I have not found anything as good as that outlet store. Soaps include things from body wash, but also your shampoos and your conditioners, anything that you need to keep clean. And talking clean, don't forget about your teeth. Again, look at these prices, 2 for $1, Colgate. So I had stocked up when I was able to get them at the outlet, but I have lots of toothbrushes. Maybe you won't need them all, but I bet you can find a family who does. This is the kind of toothpaste that we use, and again, it was at the outlet for $3, so I stocked up on this brand. Normally, I get it from the Dollar Tree. And don't forget about your dental floss. One thing I can't stand is anything stuck in my teeth. Now, if you're desperate, you can use thread, but for now, I stocked up on floss. Now, this is an entire collection that I have of braces and tapes and medical things, ace bandages. Both of us have had issues with our ankles and our knees and our wrists, so I try to keep a few of these on hand. Don't forget hairbrushes and combs, and that leads me into deodorant. I, again, stocked up when I was able to get it for $1.50, so I probably still have 20, 30 of these. When they run out, I will be making my own. Band-Aids in all sizes and shapes. To go with those Band-Aids, I went to Dollar Tree and stocked up on triple antibiotic. That is basically Neosporin. Oil lantern. Extra oil, you can just buy those at Walmart. Candles, again, $1.25 at Dollar Tree. I have at least 10. If you don't have electric, you are going to wish that you had some plain old candles. Don't get the smelly ones. After smelling them for days on end, you will wish you had gotten unscented. I like a variety of lighters, from a little itty bitty one to double packs. Matches of any kind and size, and don't forget to have some starter logs. So if you have a wood stove, or if you're just trying to build a fire outside, it may be difficult to get the things you need, so have some starters. Chapstick or lip balm. If you have different family members that like different kinds, make sure you're getting all varieties. Baby items, we do not have a baby in the house, but I keep some Desitin and also some baby wipes. If you do have a baby, I highly recommend a manual food mill to make your own baby food, and of course diapers, and you're going to want to start thinking about cloth. Q-tips and cotton balls. There are so many uses for both of those. Specific medications. This one is for poison ivy treatment. And this one is for burns. And then we have this one, which is an anti-itch. So try to keep several of those on hand. Razors, medical tape, and extra contact cases if you wear contacts. If you are wearing contacts, what I did is I tried to stock up a little by not changing them out so often. So I have some extra, and always get a pair of glasses when you can. Vicks Vapor Rub. This is a generic brand, but that is, what do they call it? Cough suppressant. Medications. These are tricky because medications have an expiration date, not just a Best Buy. I do keep some on hand, and I keep enough that if something happens, we have extra. Don't forget to keep some hydrogen peroxide solution and some rubbing alcohol. Thermometers. Make sure you have several different types so that you can always see if you're running a fever or if something's wrong with one of the kids. And women products. I have about 10 of these boxes. They sell them in the craft department at Walmart, but what it holds is my seeds. I highly recommend that everybody stock up on seeds. Now, these organic ones are difficult to find, but not impossible. So find things that you can eat or things that your animals will eat. If you have seeds, you will never go hungry. And yes, you may live in an apartment, but you can always put them in a pot on the back porch. Last fall, I was ecstatic to find these at Dollar General. It said $6, but this was in the fall. They were 70 cents, and I think there were about 12. I got them all. And this is exactly what it says, seed starter. You're going to start them in these little packets, and then I switched to 4-inch pots. I buy these online in packs of 200. And although this is food related, it is not about stocking food. I highly recommend that you get a variety of canning jars. And even if you don't have a canner, you can use these jars to store food. By putting your dry goods into these jars, you're going to keep the critters out, whether it is mice or moths. Make sure that you put a solid lid on it if you don't have a vacuum sealer. And if you don't have a vacuum sealer, I highly recommend that you freeze your flour and rice before ever putting it on a shelf with a lid. Don't have the money for lids? This is a free peanut butter jar lid. These lids fit perfectly on the regular mouth canning jars. If you do plan to can, you're going to need some rings, some lids, and I recommend these. These are lids and rings that are reusable. They're called Tatler. You can often find water bath canners very inexpensively on Marketplace or by asking around and saying, does anybody have any canning supplies they no longer need? All right, here are some things you may not have thought about. Thread. Thread is very important. If you're going to have thread, you got to have the needles too so that you can fix your clothing. You're also going to need multiple pairs of scissors. And if you've watched any of my other videos, I have tons of yarn because I can crochet a blanket if I need one. Batteries, make sure you get some new ones that have the guarantee. This one is guaranteed for 10 years in storage. You're going to pay a little bit more for them. Actually, you're going to pay a lot more, but it is a wise choice to have some batteries on hand. Handkerchiefs, extra socks, underwear, t-shirts, have some extra clothing. Buy some sizes that are larger, buy some sizes that are smaller, but keep a stock of clothing. A manual can opener. It's not going to do you any good if you don't have electric and you can't open your cans of food. So have several of these on hand. Laundry soap, vinegar, bleach. These are all vital. You may be doing your clothes by hand, but you're still going to need some soap to be able to clean them. Both vinegar and Clorox bleach can be used as cleaners as well as to use them around the house, or the vinegar to use to can. The last thing I have is a cookbook. Make sure you have a collection of cookbooks, not just on how to cook, but how to can and how to dehydrate, recipes, how to do things in the kitchen, because if you don't have internet, we have gotten so accustomed to just looking it up. Whew. I went through all 100 of those in a really quick time. I expected that it was going to take me much, much longer. Please like, subscribe, and share. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye-bye.